it's only day one and I'm losing my mind because I'm already changed.
Incredible. And so many connections. It's crazy.
I came to take my speaking to the next level. They took my life to the next level.
Ain't no competition when you make it to the top.
More family time, more abundance. You've been made for more.
Either you're in the midst of adversity, just came out of adversity, or you're about to head into some adversity. So you better be prepared for it either way.
Don't miss it because it's life-changing.
And so it took me years. So when she called me and said, 10 grand, but you gotta wear a suit. I said, man, I don't wanna be nobody else no more. I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of what you think about how I look. I'm tired. I'm tired of wearing suits and ties. I'm tired. That's not my thing.
Oh, little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag. Little fish, big pond, big splash, big bag.
Oh, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the #1 podcast in the world. This is the Next Level Speaker Podcast, the #1 podcast in the world.
For people who want to be speakers.
You dig? We're joined today by the Honorable Dr. Douglas Thomas. Douglas is E middle name, so I'm the only one who really call him Douglas. If y'all keep looking like, why you call him Douglas? But welcome to the podcast. This is your first episode. Yeah. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. So I did want to start with a quick story about being our authentic self, because I got to tell the truth. This must have been, man, how long ago? 12 years ago. He was on me. Like, you got to understand something. We came from, like, not getting booked at all, free stuff, to getting, like, $1,500 for the week. We would go somewhere and speak for the week and get $1,500. That was travel expenses, everything. And I remember we was getting, like, 8,000. I remember E hit me, was like, hey, you've been getting that 8,000 for a minute. Like, it's time to get 5 figures. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, like almost disappointed in me. And I was like, E, I'm getting you 7, 8 on a red. He was like, bro, get 10. I was like, bro, $10,000? Let me tell you something. I was like, ain't nobody finna pay 10 grand for one speech. I was like, nah, I might be able to get you 10 if you're going to do like a week of prayer. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, give me 10 for one speech. And I remember I got the phone call, Jay, and it was like, yo, how much is it? And I'll be honest with you, I was nervous to even say 10,000. So they was like, how much is it? And I was like, 10,000. Trying to see if they were still there. Hello? And the lady was like, 10,000? Okay, I think that's in our budget. We might be able to work that. She called me back and was like, great news, we got the 10,000. We'll get all the details squared away. They were like, our CEO just had one request. This is a like black tie affair, so we need Eric Thomas to wear a suit. And I was like, okay, I ain't never seen E with a suit, but it's a JCPenney right up the street. We finna go get live. And so I hit E like, hey, I got the 10, bruh. He was like, you lying. I was like, bro, I got the 10. I said, it is one catch. I said, you got to wear a suit. And he was like, oh, no. Tell him I can't do it. I said, E, 10,000. He said, tell him I can't do it. I said, E, bro, it's one time. Wear a suit. He said, bro, if I compromise now, I'll be compromising forever. So I said, man, I had to call this lady back, right? And then, now, mind you, I'm coming from middle class, bro. I ain't never seen $10,000 in my life. So I called the lady back. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? In an hour. I called the lady back, and I was like, ma'am, I said, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do the event. And she was like, oh, wow, did you have a scheduling conflict? Or, I said, nah, he just, he's not going to wear the suit. She said, you mean y'all going to turn down $10,000 just so you don't have to wear a suit? I said, no. You misheard what I said. I said, E, I will come to that joint and serve drinks in a tux. You know what I'm saying? I'll put a tux on and serve y'all drinks and hors d'oeuvres all night for 10. This is a sick man. it was probably about, man, I don't know, 6 months to a year later, Jay, I promise you. Somebody called. We were way over 10 at this point, but I was still booking e-gigs then. It might have been, let's say, 15, 20, whatever we were at. And I remember the lady called, and she called me back, and she was like, oh, our CEO has one request. And you know how you get that deja vu, like flashback, like, oh, my heart was about to drop. Like, here we go again. I cannot lie. The lady said, our CEO said, make sure he wears the hat and the gym shoes because that's how we know him from all his videos. Oh, you missed it. If you ain't clapping, you missed it. It was a year later when now we're being requested. So when they talking about compromising and you chasing the bag and doing things that you know is not in your character and that you're not supposed to do, you can't sustain that anyway. And the very thing you're running from or running to is going to be the thing that's going to get you paid anyway. This is what gets us paid now. We can't go nowhere. Unfortunately, they see E, you know he coming. At airport, wherever, and that's the look and that's the vibe, and that's why I tell you, where's the young lady? I forgot her name from FedEx. What's your name again, man? Keisha. Oh, yeah, I know. Keisha came to me and was like, well, they wanted me to change my, name. And I guess she was working with the coaches, and the coaches do what they supposed to do, give feedback. And I saw it in her spirit, and I said, how did you feel about that? She said, I'm uneasy. She said, I'm Keisha the electrician. She was like, they're trying to get me to change it. I said, well, how you feel about it? She's like, man, I'll be honest, like I value the coach's feedback, but that's me. And I said, go with you. I said, at the end of the day, we're here to give advice, as much advice as we can possibly give you. But if it's a conviction in your spirit, go with it because it's going to work. And I said, you don't want to ask me. When E first came out and said, thank God it's Monday, I said, this is the corniest thing. I said, E, cut. We got there the next Monday. He was like, thank God. I said, E, bruh, I'm trying to tell you, I know you're a little older, but nobody's going to rock with this. But you know what? E felt it in his spirit so tough that when he said it, even though it might not have been the coolest thing in the world, he said it with so much passion, so often, every single Monday that by the time we finished, we in the airport and they like, E.T., thank God.
My kids, if Jackson see E call in the truck, he like, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy.
I'm trying to tell y'all that wasn't cool the first time I heard it, or the second or third. It went to about episode 475 that I was like, all right, it might be on to something. But what I'm telling you is you have to go with your authentic self because anything else is going to be a shell of what you're really supposed to be doing, and you can't keep up that persona anyway. So if Keisha the electrician is what you feel in your spirit, trust me, by the time you come out here and say it to the high heavens 20 times, we all going to ride with you anyway. So that goes for everybody. This is feedback from us. We are not perfect. We don't have all the answers. We're here to give you our best guidance and feedback possible. But if you got something in your spirit that's brewing that you know I'm about to get this off, do not let nobody get in your way of that. So with that being said, E, talk about your authentic self. And Jeremy, you could jump in here too.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Jeremy Anderson here, founder, Next Level Speakers Academy. And look, we're always looking to see how we can take to the next level. Me and my team have been meeting, and we said, man, how can we enhance the experience, right? How can we put the people within our community in the best position to get as many opportunities to speak and share their gift and their message with the world? I am pleased to announce that we have just launched our Next Level brand studio. For those of you all that's in the Facebook group and online and send me DMs, Jeremy, who did your website? Who does your branding? Who did your EPK? Who does your reel? We now build a team of people that's been working with us for years that's now going to work with you. So for those of you all that want a brand, right? You want a real custom logo and an EPK and business cards. You really want to put yourself in the best position to really be taken seriously. We've got the opportunity for you, right? For those of you that said, man, I need a website that's nice like yours, Jeremy. I don't have as much content, but I got enough to get a really strong website to put me in the best position. Man, we've done so many websites. We've got the team, the crew ready to support you. For those of y'all that realize people don't want to book speakers who are trying to be speakers, they want to book speakers who are already speaking, and you understand the importance of having a real polished and powerful professional speakers reel. Man, we got the team that's been working with me for over a decade, and now my team is your team. So whether you need a brand, a branding and a logo and EPK and all of that, whether you need a brand new website, whether you need a speakers reel, Next Level Brand Studio is the go-to place for premier speakers like you It's ready to take your message and your brand and your story to the next level.
Once I left the crib and I didn't have to do what my mom told me to do, this was me all day. I'm being real with y'all. It took me years to be okay with being me and not worried about what you think about me. I was in a 7-day Adventist school. Shirley, how did them boys dress?
Suits every day. Every day.
Them boys from Bermuda. I'm talking about these boys could dress. Voices of Triumph from Toronto, these boys could dress. And I would wear a shirt and a tie sometimes because I wanted to fit in. I didn't want to be an outsider. I wanted to be accepted. So my boy D Green, I wore all his dress clothes. I ain't had no dress clothes. And so it took me years. So when she called me and said, 10 grand, but you got to wear a suit, I said, man, I don't want to be nobody else no more. I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of what you think about how I look. I'm tired. I'm tired of wearing suits and ties. I'm tired. That's not my thing. And the cool thing for my boys, though, it was their thing. They have been doing it. They went to Christian school. They have been dressing like that their whole life. Them boys could dress. When Obama came out and people was like, Obama, I'm like, bro, Obama late. My boys been dressing like that. All them boys were dressed like Tuesday. They all came to breakfast. And my line, suit and tie. You went to Oakwood, them boys could dress. The ladies could dress. So I came into an environment where I gave up my identity to fit in. And it wasn't working. Like Shirley said, nobody ever seen me with a suit on was like, E.T. Sharp. Just my whole swag was like, I don't look good in the suit. I've been rocking, I ain't gonna lie, I wore whatever color shirt, that was a hat. So if I had on green, Michigan State. If I had on blue and orange, Detroit Tigers. If I had on all blue, Yankees. But I got to a point when my man made this hat, I was like, yep, that's me. I ain't rocking nobody else no more. I ain't paying no more money for the Lions, the Tigers, nobody. I'm rocking my own brand. And so I'm trying to tell y'all, when the lady called and I said no, it wasn't about being rebellious. It was about being independent. It wasn't about hurting nobody's feelings or whatever. It was about, since I've been to Oakwood, I've had to be somebody I wasn't. And now I'm a grown man. I just want to be myself and not care what nobody think. And when I started doing that, my speaking went to another level. Why? Because I wasn't on stage worried about how you felt about the fact that I did, and I really took it to another level. I just wear shorts. In the winter, I got on shorts. I'm just being real. And people in my church like, why you wearing shorts? Because I'm most comfortable in shorts. And I'm not most comfortable worried about what you think about what I wear. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Here's the reality. When you are your authentic self, you're going to lose people. So if that's what your fear is, get ready for it. But you know what's going to happen? You're going to gain some people. And you're going to gain people who actually love you and care for you, and you're going to lose people who ain't had your best interest in heart in the first place. So I just want y'all, I saw it, and I want you to know I've been there. So you didn't come up here and be you because you still was kind of worried about, I don't know if it was them, the judges, I don't know who you was on, but the second time when you came back up, you
Nay.
You was Nay. I ain't know that was your name, but you was Nay. Right? And to my brother, here's what C taught me. He said, E, I'm just going to be real with you, bro. You at a point in your life, I used to go to the grocery store like just regular. C was like, E, you at a point in your life, bro. You a celebrity, bro. You a superstar. So when you walk out that house, you walk out that house as the superstar you are. Don't you ever go outside looking like that. I'm just saying, I'm out regular people. I'm still taking pics with people. They still posting. See, like, bro, this the brand, bro. I don't care how you feel. You go to Walmart, you the brand, bro. We eat off of you. I don't care if you go to the gas station. You go in the brand, bro. Wherever you go the brand. Geico ain't switching up they little, every commercial is the little Geico boys. They ain't switching that up. McDonald's still the M with the clown. They not switching that up. And C was like, you got to lean into it, bro. I don't care what the church say. I don't care what nobody say. It's me and you, dog. It's me and you. It ain't nobody else. It's me and you. And I'm telling you as your coach what to do. And you do what I tell you to do and we're going to be blessed. And I did it. But I'm telling y'all it hurt. Like it wasn't easy for me to step out myself. It wasn't. It was difficult. And then when he came to me as the leader talking about put on a suit, I was like, you lost your mind. You the one told me to be my authentic self. So I'm going to be my authentic self.
We needed that 10, though.
We didn't need it. We didn't need that 10.
I'm still mad about that 10.
We didn't need that 10. We good.
So let me tell y'all on the flip end, I'm gonna tell them the consequences of not being your authentic self. Y'all saw that footage in the video and the picture when they had a white shirt on and like the really big screens or whatever in Australia, right? So I spoke for this investing in financial literacy, whatever event called $1 Million Roundtable. So when I went there, they had like 35 different translators. They had like a whole room that looked like a call center. You know what I'm saying? All these different translators with headsets. So they were like, Jeremy, we love all your stuff. We just need you to really slow down. And then they said they required that I submitted a script to them 30 days prior. So I wasn't going to do. I was like, I don't speak with a script. And so I was like, if I lose the 40,000 and I was only speaking for 25 minutes. And they was paying me 40 grand, but they was like, we need a script. I was like, I don't do the script. But I can tell you some of the points I'm going to hit on. So I go, but the mistake I made, I wasn't my normal self. They was like, we want you to take your time, not so much energy, just really tone it down and slow it down for the translators. So I did it. They were hella pleased, but look at how it hurt me. I met with a firm, an agency that represents the former Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, Damon John, The Rock Johnson, a bunch of A-list celebrity speakers. I met with them, flew to Nashville. They said, Jay, you a $75,000 speaker. They said, send me your most recent corporate joint. I sent him that one. You know what they told me? We got to reevaluate. Wow. They said, because what you did in Australia, that's not what we saw online. Bro, they was like, what we saw online, bro, you $75,000 speaker. We ready to share you with the world. But when I sent them that full keynote, they was like, what was that?
Why you send them that one?
That was, I don't know.
It was big time.
Yeah, it was big time, and they was like, what's the most recent one? They was like, I really.
Oh no, I'd have found my most fire one.
Yeah.
You got my most recent heat.
Yeah.
But to your point though, Jay, what she had to tell me was, we're in a different era. Like back when you was younger, it wasn't no Instagram. It wasn't only the people in the room really. You feel me? So he like, nah,
right.
Bro, it's sad. I'm older, so and I please don't take this. Some of y'all, you be getting in your feelings when I say this. Please don't do that. Don't get in your feelings, and don't stop being yourself. But it's tough. Every time you go somewhere, somebody got a camera in your face. I can't go nowhere where it ain't recorded. Everywhere I go, I don't care. I got loved ones come to my crib. I'm in the bed. They coming in the bedroom. I'm just saying because they want to show people I really know him and I know him better than you know him. And I'm like, yo, Ma, chill. Chill, Ma. We at the crib. Why you got the camera rolling in the crib? You know what I'm saying? But my mom got a podcast. My mom got her own little thing. So my mom trying to leverage off of me. I'm just being real. And it's like, yo, we at the crib, y'all. Like, do me a favor. When you walk in the house, phone's off. For real. My wife ain't dressed. My kids, my daughter, she, African-American female. She like, I got to have my hair right. So it's like, unfortunately, we live in a world where you can't never just let your hair down because if they catch you at that moment, that's what they going to put out and project. And ain't nobody going to go, oh, you was practicing. Ain't nobody going to say you was practicing. They going to take whatever clip that is and put that joker up, and that's going to be, and here's the deal. You don't always get to put your own stuff up. I told you I was just eating a taco. My man got the whole thing up, and I praise God. I'm just being real. I praise God. What I noticed that he didn't care about, he actually got my car with my license plate in it. You feel me? So he didn't care. He just want to show he out with me eating tacos. And I'm like, bruh, but when I grabbed it, it's so far back that it didn't really come all the way out. But now, bro, you got my driver's license. You could pull up my information, but you didn't care about that because you just care about saying you was with me and trying to get more followers. So we don't live in a world where people care or are cautious. So we have to always take the picture of the picture that we want to be seen because we can't tell people when they see certain things, oh, no, that was a wedding one, and I ain't really mean, but I really, you feel what I'm saying? So he said it to me, I know you want to chill when you go to the grocery store. I know you want to whatever, but bruh, it's 2000 and whatever it was, bro, you are a recognized brand, whether you want to be or not, whether you want to accept celebrity or not. You can't go nowhere no more without somebody video. Bro, I'll be eating dinner and I'll see people with a phone like acting like they just on the butt, and me and Didi right there, they catching our conversation. I'm like, yo, ma'am, can you move us to this table over here? And she like, wow, what's wrong with this one? Because they record me and Didi talking, and I don't have time to be sitting here thinking about what we talking about, but that's going to go up online. Me and Didi cussing me out, you know what I'm saying? And now the whole world seeing it, and they don't know sometimes Didi cuss me out. But that's going to mess my brand up, you know what I'm saying? E-girl dogging him out at the restaurant, and it's going to be all over. And I can't explain what really happened that time. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm saying, don't worry about nobody else, because they don't care for you in the way you care for you. So whatever your best is, you come out with your best, because this is not a forgiving world. It's not a forgiving society. I saw something the other day. What's her name? Steve Harvey's daughter. She came to the party by herself, and my man did. I'm like, bro, he could have been doing something and he came late. They broke up. I'm like, what? Like, why are we in people's business like this? Like, how do you even know what time the people showed up to the, but that's just the world we're living in. So I'm just saying, whatever your A game is, don't show up with your B game. Always show up with your A game.
And real quick, before we get E out of here, I want to really help y'all. Those of you who think that somebody's going to co-sign you into success, it's not going to happen. And I'm just telling you from experience, and we talked about it the other night. You just said Steve Harvey, so it reminded me to share this jewel with them. He was on the Steve Harvey show. I don't know if you remember that, Jay. Listen, when I tell you I had an emergency staff meeting, we had just wrote the book, Was the Average Skill Phenomenal Will? I got the team together. I said, look, he going on Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is ranked #1 daytime right now. It's going to be millions of people see this. I need y'all to pack up 10,000 books right now. Have them packed. And then when they start, the orders flood in, just so you could just stick them and go. I don't want to be like trying to stuff books when they, so we're going to pre-pack. We had in our office a good 10,000 books stuffed and ready to roll.
Thanks, Jay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Spirit, shout out to
Spirit Ray.
How many, you want to do the honors?
12 books. We sold 12 books.
We were selling 10 a day anyway. Tim got it. You feel me? Y'all didn't get, we were selling 10 a day as is. We sold 12 the day that Steve Harvey, and we were waiting until the next day. Maybe to tell you, it's like a delay.
And he gave me 3 segments.
And had the book on there, like everybody go buy the book.
Yeah, he was pumping the book up.
I'm just telling y'all, man. I know, because some of y'all, you like, man, if I could just take a picture with E.T. and put it up, boom, I'm out of here. You're not. You're not. It don't work like that. It really doesn't. And so you got to put in that work. You have to put in that work on your own. E, I don't know if you want to speak to that, but just that, and I know we only got a few, but leaving with the last few words here.
Yeah, no, if there's anything I want you guys to get, and this is going to be, how many of you honestly can be real and say, to some extent, you do identify as a people pleaser? Raise your hand. Just be honest. That's what's going to kill you. I'm just being real. You worried about what other people think about whatever it is you're doing. And that's the message I just wanted y'all to get across. How long it took me to be okay with you not being okay that I had shorts on. If your old school Adventist mama come visit you for the holidays and she come to church and see me with shorts on, I'm not changing shorts because your Adventist old school grandma and mama coming to church. Either you have to take her to a different one or tell her your pastor preaching shorts. I'm just being real. But there was a time when I would be like, okay, I'm going to change because I don't want her mama to think her daughter in the church where it ain't really getting God. And I'm saying, yo, if it's about dressing up, you go to whatever church you want to go to. But if your mama want to get a word of God and she want to come in here and see the love of God because we loving on each other, tell her to come. But if she's uncomfortable with being in a place where I got on shorts and gym shoes, yo, do me a favor. Gladly tell her to go somewhere else. I'm not compromising no more to make other people feel good about me. I feel good about me. And the only time I didn't feel good about me is when I was worried about how you felt about me. And it hurt us economically. And so what I told CJ was, here's what we're going to do. We're not selling books no more on nobody's show. We're going to do our own thing, and we're going to push our own thing. Tell everybody, stop relying on other celebrities and other people's influence. Stop, people pleaser. Let me see your hands again. Let me see, be honest. All right, this is a nugget. Stop focusing on the people who left you and only focus on the people who stayed. I'm going to say it one more time to help you out. Stop focusing on the people who left and what they saying about you in other rooms. Stop focusing on the people who left you. Only focus on the people who stayed, because they're the people who really love you and who really care.
All right, y'all. That's the podcast. Shout out to E.T. Shout out to Jeremy.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Big pump.
Give it up.